Hello, I'm Raya, and in this video, I'll show you the software I started using to improve the quality of my interior and architectural visualizations. On the left side of the screen, you can see the visualizations I used to make with ArchiCAD. I used ArchiCAD for everything, both interior and architectural visualizations. But at one point, I discovered this new software that I started working with, and you can see how the quality of my visualizations improved dramatically. Here's another example. This one is with ArchiCAD, and here's the same scene with the new program I'm using. And I'll be making tutorials about it. This is an image I created right at the very beginning, just to test out the program's capabilities and decide whether I wanted to work with it or not. The software has a rich library of all kinds of furniture from different brands and manufacturers. It's honestly a very, very extensive library, and you can use all sorts of materials as well. Textures. Look at how realistic things turn out. And keep in mind that I made this picture in about half an hour. If you're already using some kind of drawing and visualization software, it'll be very easy for you to switch to this one as well. It's made to be very user-friendly, and you can achieve results like this, or even better, if you put in the time. The images themselves are created very quickly, and don't depend on your computer's power, since everything is online-based. You have your own profile and use the program's servers. The program is called Coohom. That's how it's spelled. You can access it through your browser by typing coohom.com, or you can also download it to your desktop. Welcome to the main homepage. Right here in the primary home menu, you can easily see all of the different available sections. You have your own personal projects listed, and from this specific area, you can quickly start a brand new project. Just below that, there is a very rich and extensive library filled with creative projects from other people. You can open any one of these to see exactly how it was made, or even use it as a helpful base for your own unique project, provided that the original author has allowed that. And at the very bottom, there are all kinds of tutorials in English, which can also help you get started more easily and quickly with the program. When you register with your email, your profile picture from your email and information about your profile appear down here in this drop-down menu, including which plan you've chosen. Here, to see what the options are, the different subscriptions can be paid monthly or yearly. There is a basic plan, which is free. Here you can see everything that's included in it. Taking everything into account, you are free to test out and experiment with most of the tools, but there are certain specific limitations and restrictions on the actual images you can export. Also, you can't model your own custom furniture, but with the Pro and Elite plans, you can clearly see exactly what's allowed. I personally used the Pro plan for an entire year, and now I have decided to subscribe to the Elite plan to fully explore what advanced features and capabilities it offers. Exporting drawings is only available in the Elite plan because the other two plans don't offer this feature, and I'm just starting to explore quantity takeoffs. I'll be sharing whether it's useful and worth it in different videos below. In the video description, I'll leave a link where you can sign up for free and try out the things we're talking about here. Below, we have our projects. All the projects we're working on are saved here. In the basic and pro versions, we can't share them with other people, while in the Elite plan, multiple people can work on a single project, and you can copy and send projects to others. So if you're working as a team, the Elite plan might be more suitable for you. But if you're working alone at first, even the Pro version would get the job done. Now I'm going to open the project I showed you at the very beginning, the picture. Here it is in the library. I click on it and it opens. Up here in the tab, it loads for a few seconds. We just wait for it to finish loading. Now we're inside the specific project, and the menu on the side has changed. We have different tools we can use. Here in models are the different pieces of furniture. The library is really, really big. Here we can open by types of furniture. For example, here's baby and kid, and all sorts of things for a kid's room come up. Toys, we can search by furniture category or toys, whatever we need. Here we have stuff for the kitchen, a very, very rich library. Here in the search menu, we can also search by a specific brand. For example, if I type in IKEA, all the furniture uploaded from IKEA will show up. Up here, we also have a library organized by individual rooms. For example, if I like the style of this room and want to use the furniture from it, I can click on it. Then it will show me which pieces of furniture were used in that visualization. Here below, I can see them and use them myself. In the floor plan menu, architectural elements that help us build the architecture of the space, like walls, floors, ceilings, doors, and so on. In Advanced Tool, we have separate tools for modeling kitchens, closets, windows and doors, materials, and custom modeling. Here in custom modeling, which is kind of like Morph, we can model absolutely anything we want. So if there's something we can't find in the library, or if we want to make custom furniture, we can model it here. In the render menu, in a bit, I'll show you how to set up an image. In the drawing section, we have options for extracting drawings, elevations, and exporting them only available in the Elite plan. For example, if I select one of these tools now, either render or drawing, it'll open a new window with the corresponding tools for that submenu. If I want to choose it, custom modeling, I click it and it switches to a different work mode. The relevant modeling tools appear, the whole model will load, and for example, now I can model a cube here. For now, I'll remove it. When we're done modeling, we need to click Finish to return to the original menu, and that's how it works with many of these functions up here in the menu. We also have a variety of tools that are useful and we use them often. Over here on the right side, we can see the geometry of each element. For example, if I select this table with chairs, I can see its main dimensions. Down here, I can switch between different views. Right now it's in 3D, but here I can click 2D, and this is where the two views change. In 2D, I can see the ceiling, all the light fixtures that I've placed on the ceiling. For example, when I select this lamp, its specifications appear here. And from the elevation tab, I can pull up the individual elevations. For example, for this wall, these here are for the different floors. Right now, I only have one floor, but since the program allows you to create architectural projects, you can have 2 or more floors. Here, we can adjust different 3D views. Realistic, with shadows, without shadows. And now, to wrap up this video, I want to show you how quickly we can create an image. Right here in the gallery at the top, when you hover with the mouse, all the images we've made so far appear. And if we click, it takes us into the sub-menu for visualizations. Here are all the images. And if we go to image and video, it brings us into the menu where we can set up the export settings for images, videos, 360-degree views, and so on. Here you can choose all of these options. On both sides, we have different settings. Here we can adjust the format of the image we want to export, and over here is the top view. I switched between them using this arrow. I can set where the camera should be positioned and which direction it should face. For example, if I want it to point this way. Here, I can adjust the height of the camera itself from bottom to top, and here how wide it should be open, 62, 65, for example. Down here, I've saved different angles from which I photographed the space. For instance, if I press Save Angle here, I'll save this angle I just set. And later, if I move the camera but want to see the same view again, I just double-click here to return to it. Now that I've set up the camera, I can come back here again and choose the quality I want for the render. Right now, I'll select 4K. And here, we already have different lighting presets. It can be daytime, nighttime, interior, quick, or realistic. Now, I'll use this one here, the daytime preset. With this button down here, real-time rendering, we can see what it'll look like before we start the render. In real time, up here, you can see it in this window. If we rotate the view a bit, the perspective will change as well. So before we start the actual render, we can check if we like the materials we've chosen. We press the X to exit this real-time view, and it takes us back to the camera. Now, if I press Generate, it will start rendering the image. It sends it here, and this clock icon appears. If I click here again, I go to the image library, and I can see that it's there. My render is in the queue, and here you can see the percentage starting. Now I'll leave it in real time so you can see how quickly a 4K image is created. Keep in mind that my computer isn't one of the most powerful ones. And this is the Elite plan, which says it has priority and much faster rendering, meaning faster rendering than the other two plans. But even if you have to wait a bit, 5 or 10 minutes is nothing compared to traditional software where you have to wait for hours for a single image. See? It's done. You can download the image to your computer and use it for a presentation or send it to a client. In the next lessons, I'll show the individual tools and features of the program in much more detail. We'll be creating interiors and exteriors step by step. So if you're interested, subscribe to the channel. See you in the next lesson.